Hello, people. Welcome to it, man. This is another edition. I think I've said to you, Hore, we have a guest today, and it's one of the things di mpusetsa morago, because I get so emotional when I go back and I'm like, hey, we man. You know, when you look at the things that you've tried to do or that you've been part of, di dira gore o feel gore, hey, ga ke re 90 bagaetsho. I'm old. I'm old. But anyway, Mr. Legodu, one of I couldn't find a word to describe earlier on. I'm just glad Hore Kibwele Munga that I have an experience of. Kibwele Munga yo ilo re I know him personally. We might not talk a lot like we used to, might not even meet like we used to because of time. But anyway, today we are having a conversation, and thank you very much for giving us time. Schedule se dripa, but when we are able to squeeze it in,
Definitely, yes.
I love your name, man. Your name, Tsholofelo.
Yeah.
Just imagine, fella, history lelina la gago mo phone kere Tsholo. Who's this Tsholo? Oh, ke Tsholofelo le go wa ka nkaka. But anyway, thank you very much. The reason why I wanted to talk to you is two reasons. One is that me knowing you the way ke go itseng ka teng, I have known you as somebody I won't say o lekeletsa.
Okay.
You're very ambitious. Very, very ambitious.
Thanks for the compliment.
He's very, very ambitious and very, very. I think this is me. Hey, this is me. Well, now you might have your own views about him, but this is me. I've been involved with something that he instituted a while back. It was called Itireleng Bokamoso Youth Project.
Yes.
And many other ones after that one or before that one.
Yes.
And then of late, you are like, no, I'm going to be patriotic.
Yes. Why not? Why not?
So take us through, before we go to that one. I need people to understand who's Legodu and who's Tsholofelo. Take us through that journey of you. Who is Legodu? To be precise, because like I said, and then there are people who will also know you. But who is Legodu? How do you want people to know Legodu?
Okay. Thank you very much, Boo. But before we go to the gravamen of the matter, I just want to say thank you for your invite.
Yeah.
It means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, well, before you started, you said that's Tsholofelo. I cannot Tsholofelo, because it means nothing else but hope.
Yeah.
You can't do anything in life without hope, because generally life on its own has its own ups and downs.
That's true.
But it's imperative that you must always have hope that indeed tomorrow, today, in fact, I wanted indeed to today, tomorrow will be better than today.
This line, Yahore, somebody said, I am glad I'm alive and I'm better than I was yesterday.
Definitely. But with Tsholofelo, I'm just ke Tsholofelo flip le hore e dula mo taung ko lekaleng. I just grow like any other kid. Itshamekela soccer. I like to read books. I'll tell you one of the books that I'm reading now. But before that, Spoo, I think we are interviewing me, or we are having a conversation.
Yes.
A very, very, very important month of Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
I call it Nelson Mandela month, not a day. But it has to be a Nelson Mandela 365. But I think the reason I'm saying this, I just want to quote Nelson Mandela because I think it's relevant, because re mo kgweding ya gage.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela, when he was inaugurated in 1994 in Union Building, he said, and I quote, "Never, never, and never again shall it this beautiful land experience oppression by one another. The sun shall never set on so glorious human achievement. Let freedom reigns, and God bless Africa." Close quote. I'm saying all of these things, Paul, because as all of us know that Nelson Mandela is a statesman, and we things. But today, locally, so the freedom that Nelson Mandela spoke of in 1994, today we're not enjoying that freedom. Freedom in terms of economic freedom in our lifetime, human dignity, and most of the things that are relevant, he must be turning in his grave. So I think it's important to quote what Nelson Mandela said. But fast forward, I joined politics 25 to 26 years ago. 20 to 25, no, 25 to 26 years ago. I was introduced in politics by Alfred C. Tibaleng Dikole. I was just playing soccer, like I've told you, like any other young man who's growing up. So I was playing at Magic Express.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, yeah,
Paramedic.
yeah, Paramedic.
Love that guy.
Yeah, definitely, still my mentor. So, almost after Samka Bolo, you are polite, keep your kids, you are dressing your clothes. Then I see the short man coming to us, greeting us, very soft voice, and said to us, "I'm having some forms here of one political party called the ANC Youth League. I want to give you these forms so that go at home, fill it. After filling this form, you go and pay your membership so that you must come. There shall be a meeting in certain dates." Wow, I didn't know anything about ANC Youth League. But I've just heard the ANC much more than the ANC Youth League because I grew up in the house the politique through my mother and my family. Now, after that, there was this meeting, we were called. Remember,
Yes.
we were called and we went to one of the schools. I won't mention the school. We went there, Bagoloncha branch of the ANC Youth League.
Okay.
Wow. When I got there, we were told about the ANC Youth League. What does the ANC Youth League stands for?
Yes.
What is that the ANC Youth League want to achieve? We were told about Nelson Mandela, about Lumbede, whom they have started, Oliver Tambo, whom they have started the ANC Youth League. So I was just inspired to say, man, who's this Nelson Mandela? I'll go and read about it. I then want to read like that. There's one book of Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom.
Yes.
I read that book. So that's when now I became, no, man, things are now changing on my side. I've decided, no, if Nelson Mandela can sacrifice his own life and other leaders of the ANC for this generation of today, we've got moral responsibility to contribute positively to the lives of our own community. So that's why I the ANC Youth League. Later on, I became the member of Young Communities League. They call it Disciplined Force of the Left, UFA Simba. And I joined again South African Communist Party. So that's when now I started to be active in the politicking, participate. What more interesting about the ANC Youth League 25 years ago, like I've told you, 25 years, between 25 to 26 years ago, was that we were told about the twin task of the ANC Youth League. Those twin tasks are the tasks that when you are a member of the African National Congress Youth League, you must be able to do. One of those twin tasks are, one, the ANC Youth League must champion the interest of young people. Two, the ANC Youth League must mobilize young people behind the mission and the vision of the African National Congress. Because these young people are the future of tomorrow. So therefore, they must be able to know and understand what the what the ANC stands for in society. So that's when I started to participate, making door-to-doors, understanding the value system of the ANC and the ANC Youth League. Fast forward, I was elected as a branch chairperson of the ANC Youth League. Our branch, they used to call it Motown branch. That's when I was first I became the secretary of the branch. Later on, I became the chairperson of the branch of the ANC Youth League. So that's why I was in love with politics, wanted to change the lives of our own people. Weight possible, weight matters, because those were the value system and core system of the African National Congress.
So, what do you think? You mentioned Utata Rolihlahla, Nelson Mandela. You mentioned that he was championing the liberation
Yes,
of
definitely.
not only of Black people but of all South Africans.
Yes,
And I think he was part of the same constitution, which I think now they're trying to amend, when it said that South Africa belongs to everybody who lives in it.
lives in India.
Now, what do you think you would say with the current state of affairs, both looking at the youth league and the current state of, we have things like Madlanga, which are going on. We have a lot of corruption and at the depth of it, what do you think you would say? Because I love the fact that you've read the book, yeah, A Long Walk to Freedom. What do you think would be his sentiment? Because we are in his month now and he was here.
Definitely.
Well,
That's why I'm saying to you, he must be turning on his grave. Because these are the things that he fought for. Today, in fact, we are in the state of disarray because of the African National Congress. Remember, I've told you that the ANC has lost its core values, the moral capacity, the moral standing in society. Because I was taught at that time that when you are a member of the African National Congress, we are a leader of society. You must be there on the ground to resolve problems of our own community. The sad part of it today is not like that. That's why I've decided, among other things, to take a progressive and radical decision to join the Patriotic Alliance. I know we'll come to that, but yeah. So it's said today we are still confronted by the triple challenges that we were confronted with in 1994 through democratical breakthrough. You've got your unemployment. We are still having unemployment. Those triple challenges are unemployment, poverty, and inequality in our own society. Our own people trusted the ANC to the extent that they gave them votes for them in order to transform their lives.
yeah.
Today's history. And it's a very sad story to tell. That's why I will always argue, I respect members of the ANC. I respect leaders of the ANC. But I've got the right to critique them. Because imagine us, Mosadi Moholo, Uchamola Ping, Asina Nix, but having hope that if I can vote for the African National Congress, my life, not maybe my life, they will be able to realize nothing else but better lives. Today you can't. You can't. So we're in the state of disarray.
Now, with that being said, we've seen the likes of Julius Malema, who was pro ANC. We've seen the likes of Jacob Keletegisa, who was also pro ANC. We've seen a lot of people crossing over, and some of them starting their own political parties. You also tried to start your own. At some point, I think, apart from a lot of things that you did, what were you looking for? And Nahela as Legodu, what is it that you were looking for a political party? Because we go to a lot of restaurants looking for that thing.
Yeah, that thing.
That they sell, but when you don't find it, you move to another one. What were you looking for as Tsholofelo?
Remember, I was looking for an organization that will be able to change our lives of our own society. I was looking for an organization that is not the organization that is in love with its own people.
Oh,
For the mere fact that they gave them trust through their own votes. Remember, Zbu, the reason why we have elections is on the basis that all political parties contest state power
yes,
in order to transform society.
yes.
Now, when you've got state power, you get the state power. You don't transform society. You put yourself first rather than the people that they've trusted you. That's why in 1941, the former president of the ANC, Dr. Krumah, said, and I quote, "Leadership means service for, not domination.
Not domination.
Service for. Serve our people." You know, King Kitoko Freiberg, I think it's last year.
Yes,
I then stopped the car and I became that packet. And I asked that young girl to say, "Why are you saying She then said to me, "At home we don't have nothing to eat. I'm going to take this little money that were given to me and buy a bread." And then I said to her, "Where is your mother?" She said, "My mother is on the other side. So that it pains me a lot." So those are the little examples that I want to make. So therefore, we join these political parties in order to correct those unfortunate situations through state power. Unfortunately, the rest is history, not in today's life.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of reasons why Keroboritse puts away in that way. The ANC has been in power for a very, very long time. The manifesto has not changed. They have tried to alter a certain aspect of it, but to no avail, which led me to thinking, do we have a political party that would say, I'm here to save and serve? Because like you said, service is leadership. Now, there are, okay, I'm not talking about the ones which are just mushrooming now, but we have in our midst, especially in and around town, we've got visible parties like the EFF, and now of late we've got MK, and which are holding dominance in and around town. Now we're getting to that point. You sit there and you're like, I'm not happy with what the ANC is delivering, man. I get sharp.
Yes.
Why patriotic? We've heard a lot about, look, this is not a patriotic campaign. I must just say that they must pay me if they want me to campaign for them. I'm happy to do that.
Yes.
But you then decide, I'm not going to join EFF. I'm not going to join DA. I'm not going to join MK. You must have went through the manifesto of the Patriotic Alliance.
Wow, definitely. Can I come in? Can I come in?
You know, I love how excited he gets. Like, he just, now I can talk.
I'm intellectually happy now to speak about Patriotic Alliance. But before I answer you, Zbu, Mzwakimbuli, among others.
Oh yeah, I love Mzwaki too.
Definitely. Let me quote Mzwakimbuli, one of his songs. He said, and I quote, "A thinking cap I put, silently I've worked, and constructively I've planned." Wow. Close quote. I'm going to repeat again. "A thinking cap I put silently, I have worked and constructively I've planned. When, to answer you now, close quote, to answer you now, when I decided to join the Patriotic Alliance, I put at that thinking cap. It was a thinking cap. It was a move. Checkmate. Secondly, I kept silent. And I've planned. And indeed today, here I am. And I'm going to answer you. I'm coming there. I'm no longer used to this thing of Amandla. When we greet in Patriotic Alliance, we say salute. This is a new phenomenon.
I think we saw that one.
Salute.
It was very funny to me because
Yeah, definitely. So
was
I'm no
something
longer
I'm not
used
used
to
to.
these things of Amandla. I
Yes,
say
yes.
salute. And you see, salute in a literal way, it means that an honor,
Yes.
a recognition, a greeting. It's a hand gesture that was used traditionally by military.
Yes.
It's an honor. It's a greeting. I recognize you. You are one of my own. But coming back to answer, you know, Patriotic Alliance in Tshwanetse, ke tlo go tla go bua ka di strategic plans. Let me narrate this story for you. Around the elections, national elections, coincidentally, I've met my president, McHales, in town. Then I went to him, I greeted him, and then he said to me, no, I was the one who, I said to him, I'm an ANC member going to show you flames. And then there's one person who he was a witness to that. Mr. Motsotata Madi,
Yes.
he just saw me, he came to me and said, Lord, when what he did, you don't know. It's just a coincidence that I've met him.
Yes.
Look at this. Fast forward. Through my inbox, I've been talking to Kelly for other reasons. After that, today I'm a Patriotic Alliance. According to me, it's an alignment. We'll have another discussion if you can invite me to talk about. There's this thing that's secrets. It's a book that I've read, The Secrets. You attract everything through your thoughts. So you are aligned. I was aligned to PA. It was not by virtue of accidental birth that I've met him. It was through an alignment. Now, leader Litele, leader Moni. She's a ward council. She's a councillor in a Greater Town local municipality. She's a member. She's our candidate mayor
For PA.
for PA.
Okay.
Now, she kept on coming to me last year. Mr. Legodu, join PA. Mr. Legodu, join PA. I just ignored her. I'm fine with PA. What is PA? I'm fine. Fast forward. She came for the second time. And then after she left me at home, I said to myself, remember when you started our interview, I said to you I was motivated by the likes of Nelson Mandela and other leaders, Yolino Ngoi.
Real people.
Yeah, Dr. Kuma, Dr. Moroka, and all those leaders. Currently, Thabo Mbeki. And I said, because I joined the Young Youth League and I was intellectually happy at that time to join it as a young person, I'm used to work to solving people's problems. What is the political party that is good, that is relevant, that I can join? That's when now, PA. Then I went straight to the office of PA, Motaung. to say to her, look, first thing, we had a 2 to 3 hours meeting with her, one-on-one, asking a lot of questions, wanting to understand what PA stands for. What are the value system of PA? What is the manifesto of PA? Now I'm beginning to tell you those manifestos and strategic plans. In PA, we've got 5 strategic plans. Number 1, PA or Patriotic Alliance, we put God first in this organization of ours. We put God first. And let me tell you, Zbu, where there's God, there's harmony.
That's true.
Where there's God, there's kindness. Where there is God, there's forgiveness. Where there is God among ourselves or among the institution or the political party that I'm saying today, we take care of one another. We make sure that we want to contribute positively through the Spirit of God within ourselves. Therefore, that's the strategic number 1 that I'm talking about. We put God first. Therefore, on behalf of Patriotic Alliance and those who are going to come for us and be part of us, let me quote the Serenity Prayer. Deliberately to revive our spirits as patriots. I quote, God give me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Close quote. I'm going to repeat it again, Spo. God give me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I'm deliberately quoting Serenity Prayer to resuscitate our own spirit, to evoke the powers of God, to give us power to change the lives of the people, the lives of our own poor people, the aspirations of young girls and men and women whom they are looking up to, PA, or whom they are frustrated to say, we don't know what is that we can do. I've got qualifications, but I'm not working. Through PA, we shall resolve those things. Putting God first, number 1. Number 2, one of the strategic plans of PA DRM, we are going to introduce a compulsory military training for young people. Why? To instill discipline and skills. You know, Zbu, it's a fact. Young people, to the extent of society, they are morally degenerated. Young people need...
We need hope, man. More than anything, we need...
the moral regeneration. So,
Yes.
introducing that military, compulsory military training and skills is going to assist us as society, as young people, as older people, to be disciplined. Because technically, when you are disciplined, you are attracting good things to yourself and to your life. That's number 2. Number 3, it talks of elevating our leaders, traditional leaders, in our own community. You know, mahosi ya rona, especially in town, historically they've played a very, very important role. Again, in liberating the black society.
That's true.
Go na le bokgosi Bogale-Shewe, go na le bokgosi Jantjies, go na le bokgosi Makurwane. All of these bakgosi a rona, PA ya re, you are not yet recognized enough.
Bokgosi Motlhabane.
Bokgosi Motlhabane.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. You are not recognized enough. PA ya re, want to treat you jaaka lo tshwanetse, jaaka lo contributile to where we are today in the context of revolution. That's why, let me now quote again. I'm going to quote what Thabo Mbeki said, former President Thabo Mbeki said in his speech, and I'm African. He said, among others, I am the grandchild of warrior men and women that hintsa in Sekhukhune. The patriotic that Tsholofelo and people took to battle, Moshweshwe and Gungunyani taught never to dishonor the cause of freedom. I'm going to repeat this. I like repeating these quotations. Former President Thabo Mbeki in an African speech, I am the grandchild of warrior men and women that hintsa and Sekhukhune. The patriotic that Tsholofelo and people took to battle, Moshweshwe and Gungunyani taught never to dishonor the cause of freedom. Close quote. So that's why it's imperative that re tshwanetse ra tseela magosi a rona with respect, with love, with dignity, e le gore ga se tsamaye ba tlhokomele ka yone. Tina SPA, we are saying, we are there for you, magosi a rona, ka boikobo, ka lerato.
I think somehow, I'm glad that you mentioned that, Yamahosi, because somehow, responsibilities. I think sometimes it's this thing about the and opportunities, and it's similar to when a white man came to South Africa and showed us the things that we can do with whatever it is that we bring him by exchange a deal also. But two things from that. Let me ask it in this way. Patriotic Alliance, does it have capacity to lead and to do you believe they have capacity to not only lead but to rectify the mistakes of the past? Point in question, municipalities, they are in disarray, joblessness, there's just a lot that we can mention. Whistleblowers being killed, and nothing is being done by that. This is the first question. Do you think Patriotic Alliance has the capacity to lead in that agenda to say, look, we are moving in, and as much as we can speak and have speeches and have motivational talks, but we are moving in and we are aggressively doing 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason why I'm asking you in this manner is because your president had an opportunity, or your president was very vocal about foreign nationals in South Africa. And then a couple of GNU days or years later, it seems as if the tone has changed. And we are now singing a different tone. He himself has said, look, I'm in power now, so do I still need to be running around in borders and things? Do you think that is this point number 2? But let me just leave it at the first one. Do you think Patriotic Alliance has got the capacity to lead a place?
Oh my goodness, we have.
Yes.
We've got capacity to lead, to change the status quo from bad as it is to better through strategic plans that I was talking about to you. In the local municipalities.
Yes.
The first thing that PA is going to do is to go to its own people like we're going to do. The president is not going to announce program of action for all of us, president and the deputy president. But it's imperative that you must be able to, in order for you to solve people's problems, you must go first to them. Listen to them. After listening to them, go back and sit down as to say, these are the issues that are going to resolve in as far unemployment is concerned. From there, you go back to them. You give them what? Report as to how far you are. Those are the kind of things that are leaking. Let me just make it a typical example of unemployment. Our own people, but they think that municipality, it's the only source of job creation. We're going to encourage our own people as part of one of our strategies for business. Because if you support business, they create what? Opportunities. Remember more each and every document government in a emblem ya national development of 2030. One of the aims and objectives of national development plan is to halve poverty by 2030. But unfortunately, because it's ANC that is in charge, it's not going to do nothing. It's going to make things worse. So Tina, as Patriotic Alliance, after listening to our own people, after encouraging people to take business opportunities, we have to be innovative. If you've got a business opportunity that you go to the municipality through LED or through your special programs or through unit Yabasha, why can't you be supported thoroughly? Not a glorified slavery of them giving peanuts instead of making sure that you're able to succeed in order for you to create jobs. So that's what I'm saying to you. Among others, we're going to our own people, talk to them, speak with them, understand what is that they need. From there, sit down and bring our own thinking capacity to resolve our own problems. And it's also important to listen to their input as to what is that we can able to do. Now let's come back to an issue of my president. Ku government, he started to say Amabahambe man when his government is two different things. The president of PA, when he gets to government, at no stage that he will leave the strategic plan of PA. The strategic plan of PA, they are always there. They will still exist. He's not changing. However, bureaucracy operate in certain things. For instance, when you are a minister doing your duty as a minister, there are certain things that you can say and do. But when it gets to the cap now of Patriotic Alliance, he's going to speak of Mabahambe. And people, they must not confuse these things of Mabahambe. Our president, the deputy president, or the PA or strategic plan of PA, dear, we don't have a problem with immigrants. We've got a problem with illegal immigrants. Because why do you have to come to our own country illegally? You do as you wish, willy-nilly into the port of entries of our country. It's a burden on its own, and it's dangerous because it creates a very serious risk. Anybody, and it threatens the security of our country. Anybody can come willy-nilly as he wishes. That's why it's important to say, these people, let them come to our country. We are saying again, our people, they are not being prioritized in terms of work opportunity or business opportunity. Foreign nationals, whom, for that matter, they are illegal to our country. So he's saying, the president, let us make sure, and in doing that process of saying Abahambe, we must not be thugs and repusha anarchy. No. There are rules and regulations, there are laws in this country that this is what you must do. If you don't get to a people beating up, you'll be charged. It's a criminal offense. There's a way of working hand in hand with law enforcement agency to take these people back so that our own people, they can be able to do what? To get first opportunities as citizens. By the way, as you know, as you understand, the name Patriotic Alliance, patriotism, patriotic comes from patriotism, the one who loves his own country. So if you love your own country, it means that it's my responsibility to love this country. And then when I love this country, I'm going to love you also on the basis that how Sokola, I'm assist too. That's one love. If you've got certain challenges, state promise, say what I'm going to do it, give me power, state power to change them. You've got to do that. So our president has never changed. He's consistent.
Man, okay, I understand that part, but no bad. But what I'm trying to say and what I'm getting from you is that, when you work for yourself, you can say whatever you want, but when you are under a government of national unity where you are around the table of taking decisions, what you're basically saying, you cannot then decide to elope or divorce yourself from the issues of which you must agree on. When you are Patriotic Alliance, you are able to set the record straight on the mandate of your party. But so this means my hands are tied because I am now in a joint government. I am now obviously the leadership is the ANC within the GNU, and we don't know how long it will last. We've seen the DA also having their own issues. We have seen the EFF also having their issues within, and they're not even part of the GNU, the EFF. But anyway, moving on from that, I want to move on from that because I think it's clear that there are certain things of which you can say, and there are certain things of which you can't because of certain rules and bylaws which are in place. What is your mandate in joining the GNU? I love the fact that you've been talking to the president. So it means you. No, there's a reason why I'm asking that. I love how the uniform which you are given Patriotic Alliance, it's you are a soldier. You are a soldier. You've been given your responsibilities and your orders. You're joining Patriotic. We are saying, okay, look, you stay in Tau. This is what we need you to do in town. What is your mandate? Forget about Patriotic, other Patriotic Alliance people who have joined. What is your mandate that you were given by the Alliance?
Or in the context of alliance,
Yes.
not in locality like now.
No. You join, you are given, hey, Chief, we need you to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you able to do that? Yes, no. Okay, here's the form. What is your mandate?
Okay. Looks good. To be frank and honest with you.
Yes.
Remember, in GNU, GNU, the mandate is simple generally.
Yes.
Deliver for our own people. Let's service our own people. They gave us tasks. And obviously we know that what service means. It means that let's resolve our challenges and the problems of our own people as soon as yesterday. Because it has been a very long time. Our own people, there's nothing that is happening. So the mandate is that let's come together, the context of GNU, let's do whatever we did in the context of assisting the assisting our own people and bringing solutions to their own problems. But remember, when we get to the GNU, the PA is not going to be a spectator. It will have their own views to say, President is the head of the state. When you announce some certain things, you must be able to
deliver
and check what we are saying. For instance, immediately, President Cyril Ramaphosa, he addressed the state, or he addressed the nation. I think it's 2 or 3 months ago. I'm not being accurate. I listened to him. He told the nation that they've been deporting illegal foreigners, and particularly Ghana, Nigerians, they've been going away. That's Hashtag Mahambe. That's Mahambe because he made inputs to say it can't, President, it can't. For the life of our country, can't people, they come and go and do as they like and threatening the security of our country. So we are participating. We are not just as spectators.
Okay. Local government then. You are ready. As somebody who has just stepped in Patriotic.
Ons by die grond, hè? Ja, lekker. Ons by die grond. Ons by die grond.
Yeah. I know somebody who will translate that for me, who has got the unfortunate circumstances of living amongst people who speak Afrikaans. So now, you are now patriotic.
Yes.
How does it feel?
It feels so good. This is the moment that I've been waiting for my life. I remember, Zbu, just to take you back, I told you that I joined the African National Congress at that time. So I'm used to be given some task.
Okay.
Go there, deliver that, in the context of
You are basically a soldier.
service delivery. Yes. Now, because ANC actually exist, because ANC just exists when there's a
This is a strong statement to say. ANC does not exist.
okay. Can I put that into context?
Yes.
As to why I'm saying that, and that's one of those reasons that I just left the ANC. Look, you can't have the ANC that only operates, or when you see the visibility of ANC leaders when there's a conferences or when there are conferences or when there are elections. Doesn't exist.
All right. Now, before that, before we step out of that one, there was a misunderstanding that I saw Maloba, and I wanted to ask you about it. And I'm glad that you are saying only when the elections are here. The ANC was giving away loaves of bread not so long ago. They're saying one house, was it one household, one loaf. I'm not sure how true that is. And in the past, they were giving away T-shirts, and during the elections, is Patriotic going to be giving a Danone, or what is their approach to the elections? Because obviously there are certain issues of which you cannot divorce yourself from as the alliance. You can't say it's the problem of the ANC. How sell Patriotic Alliance to me, somebody who says, you know what, I am pro ANC and I will never ever leave the ANC.
Okay.
This is somebody who's new in the Patriotic. Obviously, also warning how the operation goes and the communications and stuff like that.
Number one, Patriotic Alliance is the only organization that can be able to change and resolve your problems. Boom. Look at our strategic plans that we have that speaks directly to your needs in the context of service delivery. We're saying we're going to create jobs. If someone is unemployed, we're going to create jobs for you through partnership, private and public partnership, to create job opportunities and nurture those job opportunities so that at the end of the day, we've got the capacity to create factories. You know, that's number one. Number two, Uzbu, the leadership through the president and the deputy president, the Patriotic Alliance, have workaholic leaders. Papa Action, Kenny Kunel. You can see what he's doing in Johannesburg.
It's very I think with his history, and then you call him that, hey.
Papa Action, yeah. And he told about those things. Okay. So I'm saying, I'm trying to sell the organization to you. And I'm saying, if you give us our vote, your vote, to get to the state power, to get to the municipality, we will use this budget of municipality to change your life and service delivery first. Through the Intergovernmental Forum, because the Intergovernmental Forum has been chaired by the Honorable Mayor, whom all departments come together. If you've got issues in the health, if you've got issues in the public works, through the Intergovernmental Forum, we can be able to resolve those issues through intergovernmental forums. Because, let me just say this thing, for instance, the interwound clinic are not 24 hours operation. Those are the things that we must be able to say as Patriotic Alliance. How best can you come together to resolve gore iskare ha motho a bobola bosigo a ska kry access to health issues. So we shall be there to resolve all of your challenges. And then, okay.
No, continue.
Yeah. So, you know, when the deputy president, when the deputy president told about us, about the story, how they started Patriotic Alliance, nobody could believe where Patriotic Alliance is today. The deputy president, Papa Action, Ken Kunene, told us that Nobody. In fact, others, they used to laugh at them to say, what is that the president and the president are doing? How can they reach someone who's in town while whereas they are far away from town, but in South Africa? And he said, people are still going to talk about you. No negativeness must derail you. Stay focused. Stay on resolving the people's problems and challenges. Love one another. Love the people. Listen to the people. So I'm saying to you, that's why I'm saying I'm happy because I'm doing something that I like. For instance, let me remind you, I'm not even sure as to how many years ago. I think it's more than 10 years. I started Itirele Mbokamusho. So the reason why I'm saying to you is because I was idling all along. PA came to say, Legodu, with the potential that we are having, contribute, use this vehicle called PA to transform the life of our own people through their strategic planning. I started Itirele Mbokamusho. You are part of that.
Yes, I was.
And you know what was the intention of that? You still remember, we went to the schools, particularly we were targeting high schools. Or if someone is at the university level, he's studying doctor or any profession, during recess, come back to your own community, motivate young learners or learners at the school. Remember, we went to the schools, ask principals just a slot to motivate us. You know, our president was Dr. Pakat.
Yes.
I was the deputy president.
She's doing beautiful things now.
Yeah. So she was part of us as a president of Itirele Mbokamusho organization. I was the deputy president of that organization. You are part of us, David Mainakai and others whom I forgot. And by the way, Zbu, when I was traveling from Chobonyan, I think it was last year, I gave someone a hike. This person tells me, do you remember me? He asked me. I said, no, I don't remember you. I remember, brother, thank you for your contribution. You know, what contribution are you saying? I still remember you went to the school and motivate us as young, as by the time you were in us. Yes, we had to be Itirele Mbokamusho. Even though I'm a graduate, even though I'm unemployed, but I'm a graduate through your motivations. So I'm saying to you, I'm intellectually happy to be part of Patriotic Alliance.
Wow.
I can't wait to be on the front.
Wow. Coming from two people who have a history and decided to form a party, what I'm taking from all the conversations that I've had with different people is that I will not necessarily like Legodu, but Legodu has a mandate of his own. We all have a mandate. And they started Patriotic Alliance. I mean, they have a history which we call a rap sheet, and they're not afraid of it. You know, they've been through a lot. The reason I was saying why it's so awkward in a way of calling Papa Action because of the history that the president holds with him coming from prison and everything like that. And then Papa Action was an actor in Izo who also went to prison.
Okay.
So I'm saying it is the irony there is not lost with me. And then I'm taking from that is that Kenny is one of the very vocal people, and he's been thoroughly attacked. And he's still standing. Nothing works in Taung, Mr. Legodu. The roads do not work. There's no water of late. I think Habare Bar Didimata, they just brought it for a couple of days and now it's gone again. Apparently, the dryness. There's just a lot of things of which we can complain about and which can be sorted out. So if Patriotic Alliance says, you know what, I want to take the stand, my advice would be highlight that issue of working with the tribal houses, especially in and around our town. I mean, Royal has got its own, and then we have a lot of things of which we need to fix in Tau, but one of them is going back to the community and really addressing issues that are faced by the community. The reason why I was asking you, Hore, is Patriotic Alliance ready is because Sisting Sisitun. There's a lot of things of which, if a political party needs to come in and it needs to work, we are dry out of hope. To be honest with you, we have lost hope in political parties. Just to be frank, and one thing that Nelson Mandela said is that if the government is doing what the apartheid government did to you, you must never vote for that party again. Remove it from power. I think those were his words. But I'm saying, I'm grateful Jorge, after you showed your face and say, look, we are joining, and there was just a lot of hooray. You made noise for the whole week just from a picture. And I'm glad that you are able to stand your ground and say, this is where I'm going.
Thank you.
We are going to throw stones.
Definitely.
We are going to throw stones because we believe in the ANC. We are not sure how, but we believe in the ANC. We believe in the fact that it has always been there, but it has developed into internal fights. We are now fighting amongst ourselves. So, like I am saying to you, whatever your mandate is, not only in Patriotic, but remember that you are joining a fairly new party that's still okay. Now it's running, but the reins you are being given certain reins to run. We hope and trust that Patriotic Alliance, the little vote that they will be receiving, if they do not receive all of them, they would be able to bring change to the people. Now I'm talking about the people of Taung. I love Taung. This is where I grew up. And like I was saying, I was part of it relaying. It was competing directly with the likes of Love Life. You know, it could have been way big. But we will find that out because now we've got doctors and we've got accountants. People are just. But anyway, I want to say thank you.
Okay.
Your last words on Patriotic.
Yes. Thank you, Zbu. But I wanted to correct something quickly.
Yes.
I didn't start Patriotic Alliance.
Yes.
Yeah. It was started by President and
No. What I was saying was here in Taung there's dominance.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And
then
yes.
And then secondly, I want to put context. Agere, my deputy president, Papa Action. Papa Action in the context that he likes action.
Yes.
Action of service delivery.
Yes.
Action of listening to his own people and delivering. That's the context of Papa Action. And then thirdly, you know, I've decided to join PA. And there were a lot of people saying a lot of things. I just ignored them. Because I knew that I am being protected by the supreme law of the country, which is our own constitution.
Yeah.
If you go to section 16 of the constitution, it says we've got the right to everybody has the right to freedom of expression, freedom of choice, freedom of association. So whatever the decision that I've taken being protected and consulted in the constitution. So whether they are going to talk, whether they're going to say nothing, is fine. My message to them, I'm not responding, my message to everyone is that who is Patriotic Alliance without our beloved community? We need our own community. As Patriotic Alliance, we love you. We bow to you. Give us the chance. The things will never be the same again. And again, my last words. We are in the journey of hope as Patriotic Alliance. Hope that in time will arrive in the future where all of our dreams have been reached. I repeat again, as I like to repeat. We as Patriotic Alliance, we are in the journey of hope. Hope in time will arrive in the future where all of our dreams are reached. And what are those dreams? To resolve the problems of our own society, to love one another, to be there in the municipality, to contribute, to bring a smile to those who didn't have hope. Thank you for inviting me.
Wow. Hey, man, that's where we leave it for tonight.